There, I don't know, there's a bunch of writing on there if you want to zoom in on that. The finest Canadian whiskey. It's distilled by these distillers. Established in 1933. Unrivaled in smoothness, quality, and value. And value. And value.
Rarest whiskey.
And then this, there's another box part here. This whiskey was produced by world famous blender Dr. John Steffen.
Jack Steffen?
Aged and matured in small wood oak casks for a full 22 years. This whiskey is guaranteed to be authentic in age, quality, and character. C.E.O. Canadian Extra Old. 22-year-old. So let's pop this open here.
Yes.
I'm already kind of...
Is that company still around?
I don't know. I don't think so.
No, they're not. Canadian Extra Old.
So here's the...
It's a ceramic bottle.
it's a porcelain.
Is it a porcelain?
Yeah,
it's a porcelain bottle, and this company C.E.O. It's actually a very, very exclusive company that makes bottles. Like the actual bottle itself is worth a lot of money.
Is that a company name or is that?
No, that's the company that made the bottle for C.E.O.
So it's not a type of porcelain.
No, that's the company because
Sure?
I went to the conversation with a liquor store owner. He told me actually about that.
So it says here that it was wrapped with the seal, 1975.
So this was 22 years old in 1975.
That it had to have been aged in the casks, right?
Yeah, they can't put it in a bottle claiming it that it's not 22 years old unless it was. So it was 22 years old in 1975. So let's do the math. Mike, get the calculator. Let's see exactly how. This is the year 2019. 2019, and I'm sauteing shrimp.
And what do we have here? What kind of meat is that?
Filet mignon.
Nice.
Pairs very well with a very extremely rare whiskey.
Well, we're drinking it out of the Johnny Walker glass.
Yeah, can we put these away?
No.
Okay. 44. It's 44 years old as of 2019.
Oh, it's 44 years old.
As of 2019, because it was 22 years old in 75.
It's 44.
Oh, Mike, you didn't do the math correctly, so it's 60.
Plus 22.
Wow.
66.
This is a 60-year-old bottle.
This is like some Napoleon stuff right now.
This has got 60 years of history.
Yeah, you sure you want to do this? Because you can't get this. Here, did you zoom in on this?
I got 2 more of these.
Yes, I did.
Oh, dude, zoom in on this. Did you zoom in? No, but did you zoom? There's a barcode here.
Let's see.
Oh, no, what does it say? No, it says barrel number.
Oh, barrel.
Barrel number 334-5150. 1975.
Nice.
No, you're not.
Okay.
You'll ruin it.
Well, how are you gonna open it then?
You have to lay it down. Okay, so let's address this issue here.
Well, you have to lay it down for a while.
Yes.
That's not gonna be opened like right now.
So this is a cork bottle that's 66 years old. This cork is officially 100% bone dry. You guys are talking, and I'm trying. I mean, but you're talking. This old, since it's 66 years old, since it was bottled, the cork inside the seal here is fully 100% dry. If you attempt to pull this or twist it, it will crack and the cork will stay in the bottle. Therefore, removing the cork becomes extremely hard and you will ruin the whiskey because you're going to get artifacts inside the whiskey.
Artifacts?
Artifacts, yeah.
You mean like shards of cork?
They call them artifacts. So the only real way to open this is you have to keep this bottle on its side to moisten the cork.
Rehydrate.
Yeah, exactly. The whiskey will rehydrate the cork, but this will take, I mean,
I would put it like a couple weeks.
a couple weeks. You can try. You can
days, maybe at least.
At least a couple days. I would wait like a week and try it. You know, see if the cork doesn't easily turn, then just don't even attempt it. It has to easily turn, and then turn it slowly, like unscrewing a screw, and then pop it out. Otherwise, it will just snap, and then you've ruined a once-in-a-lifetime bottle. So, are you gonna attempt?
I wouldn't say ruined. I would say that you.
You will ruin it because any flavor is gonna be saturated with cork.
No, what we could do is we could actually.
You're gonna cold filter it
through a micron screen.
Yeah, but I mean that micron screen is gonna be made out of metal, right?
No, it's not. They have nylons. They have nylons.
You don't want anything to. You want it 100% pure.
Let's see what it does. Some of them did it. I remember some of them did it, and some.
No, they all will do it unless it was stored previously on its side. Maybe in a warehouse somewhere it was on its side. But this is not something you should risk. You should if you come across a bottle like this, doesn't have to be this exact bottle. Any whiskey that's very old or a bottle of wine, keep it on its side to rehydrate the cork. We're gonna attempt it now for the sake of trying very good whiskey, very rare whiskey.
I'm trying to keep that intact there. Let's see. Oh yeah.
No, what'd you do? You cracked it?
Yeah.
You no, stop.
It immediately cracked.
Stop.
No, hold on. I got an idea though.
What? Oh my God.
See that?
You see that this bottle is trash. Let me know if any of you guys want to buy this bottle.
Stop. Let me have the wine.
Oh my
let me have the
God.
wine cork puller.
Nah, man, I can't believe you did that. You know what? It's not working.
It's actually the cork's actually pushing in.
Oh no.
That was a complete unit.
So you're gonna force the cork in?
No. What I want to do,
Actually, you know what? If you force the cork in, it's
it's gonna be one piece hole.
it'll be one piece hole. But why don't you clean up these edges then?
Yeah, that's why I blew it all out. But
You blew it all out.
what if we get a screw?
That's the screw right there,
I
man.
know, but that's not. I need something to hold it. You know what I'm saying? Like I need a
I
small.
have a drywall screw.
Well, what about a
I got
drill?
screws over there.
You have a drill bit?
Yeah, you're gonna drill all that into there, man. You're gonna drill all the cork into the bottle.
I just want to drill a little bit.
I think they're in the shed.
No, I got screws right here. Oh, I might have put them away. No, that's okay, man. It's ruined.
No, I need a drill bit, Mike. Go give me a drill bit. I got a great idea.
It's us in the shed.
Okay, so we didn't want any cork in the actual whiskey, so what we did is obviously the cork was so old that it just broke here. And so what I did is the rest of the cork I slowly used this drill bit to make a small pilot hole, and then I was able to use this wine bottle opener to get it to stick, and I was able to remove the rest of the cork without letting it fall in the bottle. So that was a trick.
Now remember, this is only.
I mean, the cork falls, a little bit of cork falls in the whiskey. I'm not really that bent about it.
Yeah.
But if you want a clean pour,
Just wait.
just make sure you do it, something like this.
Well,
Alright, so
and if you come across something like this, just be sure to keep the whiskey on the side to avoid this issue. Keep it on the side to rehydrate the cork, and enjoy. All right, cool. So that's the first pour. Did you see any artifacts?
These ones were clean. This one has arties in it.
Just filter it.
Well, that's fine. I'll
Stick your finger in there.
I'll take this one.
Okay.
Get it out of it.
All right. Let's see what it tastes like. Mike, birthday boy. That was cool though. You actually took it out when we were on.
Right now.
Last time I had this was the best whiskey I ever had. So
We on?
let's
Yeah.
see if it.
Okay. So we're gonna try it straight. Good color.
Super sweet.
Super smooth. Very, very smooth. I think they call it, so this is a blended whiskey. Canada. Canadian Extra Old. So the C.E.O. stands for Canadian Extra Old. 22 years. Who's the master brewer? Can you make out that right there? Can you make that out?
This says his name here, Dr. John Steffen.
John
Was a
Steffen.
famous blender.
Yeah, John R. Steffen. Cool. Wonder if he's still alive, Mr. Steffen.
Yeah.
Cheers to Mr. Steffen.
All right. I wonder if he's where does he live? In Victorville?
I don't think he lives in Victorville.
He's a doctor, dude.
It's Canadian though.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Maybe he is a Canadian.
Yeah. Very nice. Very nice. Very smooth. I mean, for it to be drinking straight, it has to be very smooth. Otherwise, whiskey is harsh on the throat. I like it a lot. You guys want to try it on the rocks?
I brush my teeth in it.
And gargle.
Yeah, I just put a couple cubes in it.
So now we're enjoying the extra rare CEO 66-year-old bottle on the rocks, which has unlocked the spirits.
Yeah, this is actually I've had this whiskey. What was the last time we actually drank this?
You drank it. I mean, last time I drank it was back in 2008, 9.
Oh, we came across probably what like 12, 14, 15 of these bottles. How many bottles do you think we've had like total?
That I've personally drank. I've probably drinking a total of 1 bottle by myself because we've come across them. It was other people who have poured it out, and I had a glass. But I've literally only had a full bottle in my whole lifetime.
No, but I think Pop said he picked up like 8 of these in one shot.
Yeah, and he drank like 7 of them before he gave us half of a bottle.
That's right.
Would you guys like to try one?
He's at 8, and then I think he gave me like a half a bottle. Wasn't that one that he gave me was like a half a bottle?
I don't remember him giving you a bottle.
Yeah.
I mean, to drink to consume that night. I remember consuming one.
No, we consumed one, but then I had one in my
Possession?
In my possession.
He gave it to you.
Either he gave it to me or it
stole
was like a half a bottle.
I mean, that's all I remember is a half a bottle. That's all I ever remember. And I
know he had at least 8.
Yeah.
And then I came across 3, and then the mystery one that I can't remember if he gave it to me or if I actually came across that. I'm pretty sure he gave me a half a bottle.
Well,
so at least 11. We came across at least 11 of these, and they're nowhere to be found. I've tried looking online to see if there was any like remaining in some warehouse, like stacked in the corner somewhere, but
it's impossible.
Nothing. I've left messages, people calling back. The reason I did all that is because this is actually my favorite, absolute all-time favorite whiskey that I've ever drank.
1975 again. Bottled in 1975.
We've had the blue labels. We've had the 18-year-old.
Oh yeah, let's have a comparison.
What do we have? What do we have?
Here, talk about this bottle here. I mean, this is actually it's a common whiskey, but it's not very common. You know, the Johnny Walker 15. Now this is another blended whiskey.
You get that. You know, if you sat there, you can look and find that, no problem. That's a nice whiskey. I mean, it's a good drinker. You know, we have those Chivas 18s. Those are the 18-year-old Chivas.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the Chivas. So in comparison, these are all Scotch whiskeys. So you have the Johnny Walker. The most consumed whiskey in the world is the Johnny Walker Scotch whiskey. It's by far number 1.
That's a fact.
Yeah, that is a fact. There are not facts out there. I've done my research. And they have all of Johnny Walker is a blended whiskey. Every single one of their. Now this is not by far their all of their collection. They probably have about 4 more other bottles. They have like a Johnny Walker Swing.
That red.
They have that platinum.
You can skip out on the red.
Skip on the red. That's really horrible unless you're gonna open up a bar and just make mixed drinks. Then that's all you want to use is the red. So you have the classic black label, the Gold Reserve, which I'm under the impression that this is an 18-year-old bottle, but they just call it the Reserve. That's what I know of, but you can correct me. This is the true 18, and then this is the blue label, which all of these are blended, but the blue label they state that this is blended, and the youngest whiskey here is 21 years old. So they could have 30-year-old whiskey in here. We don't know how much. Could be a drop. But the youngest whiskey in there is 21 years old.
No, they say also like this is not really going to be a real 66-year-old because it wasn't aged for that long in the cask. But if you look at this porcelain bottle, there's no light.
No light.
Yeah. This is aged. It doesn't have the oak, in there for 66 years or whatever. But the light
never penetrated.
Never penetrated. There's no penetration of light in here, so it definitely kept a nice whiskey. And 22 years in an oak cask, I think is plenty. So. And then you might end up if it ended up being in a cask for 66 years, you might end up with just a little too much oak,
Yeah, a little too dark. Like the Johnny Walker Double Black.